Hello everyone, it's Anne from Anne's Paper Creations and welcome back to part 10 on how to make an 8x5 pocket mini album. So in this part we are going to bind the pages together and make the cover and also attach the paper or the pages to the cover. But first I want to show you a bit on this last page we did here. So if you are going to put a lot inside here, you see now it's pretty tight now, but if you are going to take a lot of photos and so inside, you maybe need to build it up a bit. So I can show you that. So here we used the hinge that was 1 inch, and the one I showed here, or I just score at 1/2 inch. But if you want a bit of a gap or expand, you can also score it at 5/8 of an inch, and then you get, see when I fold it, this builds up a bit. So then you get this 1/8 of an inch height here, so that you can glue on the side of this instead of just 1/2 inch. So that's just a tip if you want to put a lot inside. So then we can start binding the pages together. And here I will use score tape and take it on each side of this hinge binding here. So, but here you can use some strong liquid glue also if you like to bind the pages together. So here I'm using 3/8 inch score tape. So I like to use 3 inch or 3/8 inch when it's 1/2 inch, and when it's 3/8 of an inch maybe I like to use a 1/4 inch. So I go down 1/8 of an inch. So then I've taken it on all the pages here, and I also taken out all the tags just because it's more easy to work with without. So then we can start bind it together. So here I already have the score tape, but this we won't use now. We are going to use that for the backing. So just fold them in like so, and I think I will open this up. And then I will glue the next page and take this out of the way. Take off this score tape here. And glue it all the way to almost the score line here on this side here. So, but if you have build it a lot up with the flowers and so, you can also take it a bit apart from the score line as much as you need it to build up, and then you can take a strip of paper that's the same width. Maybe you take it here 1/4 inch from, and then you cut a strip of paper that is 3/4 and just glue it over so it doesn't show up. So, but here we are going to take it almost all the way to the score line. So I try to line it up so it's straight here. So sorry if you will see a lot of my hair here, but I need to have it a bit close up. So now we attached the two first pages. So then we continue this one, so you can see on the back how it looks. So we fold this back like so, and we take the next one. So then we take off this score tape here again. I think I will take this up, it's more easy to get it straight. So, and then we take the next one, fold these down. So. So I just take the glue off the front side here and keep the other one. So lay it flat. So, and the next, or the last one here. Bit of a glue on the outside here. So now they all are bounded together. So, and I also wanted to secure it a bit more on the back, so I will have something on the back here, so we can measure how wide this is. I need to find my ruler. So this is 3.5 inch wide, about, yeah. I think I will expand it a bit and drag it out a bit, so it's 3.5, and that, and I also want a half or 1 inch to the binding on the side, so that means we are going to cut it at 5.5 wide. And you can cut it at 8 high, or you can just cut it at 9 as I do and cut it off later. So see, I have a piece of paper here. So I need this to be 5.5. This is 9 high. And then I will glue, this is the same as we used on the pages. Same cardstock, and I will use this Tyvek envelope to glue it on. But here you also can use just craft text, or you can use vinyl, or you can use some fabric or felt or anything you like to use. So just show you on this one. So then I will take multi-matte and glue this down with. So just spread it a good amount over here. It's better with too much than too little. So, but if you are using craft text, you can, yeah, I think it's best to take Tyvek on the back side there also. But you can also just take liquid glue on the back to the craft text if you like to. So here I think I just will use my fingers so I get it pressed well down. Just go over with a brush here. So now this needs to dry for about an hour, so then I will be back. So now it's dried up, so then we can just cut into the paper here. So don't have to be precise here, just cut it off. And then we need some guiding lines, and I should have taken this at 5.5 and I cut it at 5, so but that doesn't matter. So then I will just take my mark lines here at a 3/4 inch, but if you cut it at 5.5 you take it at 1 inch here. So, and one on the other side. 3/4, and again you take it at 1 inch if you cut it at 5.5 width, and I take a 1/2 inch on the top here. So then we can start gluing it down. So here, just take the first one first, and here again you can use some strong liquid glue if you like to. I think I will also put in some liquid glue, or maybe E6000 here, just to be sure it's secured well down. So, but I will take this first to the guiding line on the top and all the way down. So I got it straight. So I'll give you a close-up here. So now it's open here, so then we can take off the rest of the glue, or the score tape backing here. So I think I will take a bit of this E6000 glue just to be sure it will stick well down. Just a bit random here. So then I will lift this end up here, take this inside, and drag it all the way to the other score line here. Try to line it up in the top. And here. So. And then I will press down in the middle here on all sides. Now it's well secured here. So then we can cut the rest of the top here. So, drag it a bit. Now it should have been stayed maybe to dry for a couple of hours, but I take the chance and glue it to the cover. So I can maybe show you the measurements here, and this again I will post on my blog. I've taken two chipboard that is 8 3/4 by 6 3/4, and these are a bit too wide to the album, so you can cut it down a ½ inch if you like to. But the reason I did that is because I want this 12 by 12 paper inside here to fit. So, but this you also can cut down like we did on this pocket here, if you like to. But I think I will have maybe a pen on the side here as well. And also I'm making a box for it, so I want this width in the box. So, but you can choose what you like to. So then we will glue this inside the covers. So I think I take the white outside and we can glue this in here. And now we follow the lines of this hinge here. Hope you can see that it's a bit darker. So you can also draw a guiding line here if you like to. But I will just glue it down like so. And here again I think I will use some strong glue, but maybe also a bit score tape just to get the glue fast down so it stays in place. So then I take it about a 1/4 inch from each side here. So, and then I just think I will smear this out a bit. Leave a 1/4 inch here about, see if that will fit. line it up about 1/2 inch from top and bottom. So, and I think I will take some clips on here so I'm sure it will stay in place. And then we take the other side. And here you can see I've painted around on 3 edges. And again we are lining it up. To be sure it's the same on both sides here, so you get it about the same. So I will find a couple of more clips here. So while this is drying, we can make the spine backside here. And there are some of you who wonder how I made the spine for the journal I made from the same paper a while ago. So I will make the same here. So now it's dried up and we can measure how wide we want this spine on the outside to be. And while this was drying, I created the inside that you will see in, or the inside covers that you will see in the next part. So then we can measure around here how wide we want it to be. I want it to go about 1 inch in on each side. So that means we're going to cut the paper to 6 inch and the same height as the cover. And here you don't have to use the paper, you can use craft text, or you can use some felt or any type of fabric you like to. But I will use the paper here. So now I've cut my paper down, and we are going to use the multi-medium mat again. So take a good amount on here. So you can take it on the back side of the paper, or you can take it direct on here. And again, 1 coat over. So be sure to glue it well down this. So, and I will just bend it over a bit. See, I have a little spot that I didn't want here. So, just try to form it a bit. You can cut this off so it's more easy. Just bend it a bit and let it dry in this shape here. So then I will be back when it's dried up. So now it's dried, and then I will take the same cardstock as the pages on the back side here, just to make it a bit strong. So take on the multi-mat again. Again, I take a good amount. Take take this off so I don't get it on the front. So take this over, try to line it up. And one more coat here. And here I also want these border strips from the 12 by 12, just for some decor on the top. So I'm lining it all the way up, and one strip off on the bottom. Another layer of multi-matte over. And then I'm lifting it up here, so I didn't get anything on the back. And then again I will try to form it this way. So just to work a bit with it. I think I need to take this off. So I need to work it to a round shape. The other side also. I think I need some more multi-matte here so it will slide easy. Because if you bend it after it's dried now, it can start wrinkling up here, so it's best to do this now. So here I've got a little wrinkling, but that will not show up, so it's most important with the borders here. So now I will hold this for a while and maybe use my heat tool, but if you do that, please be careful, it can start bubbling up. So now it's dried and we can attach it to the cover, but first I want to take some score lines, and I will take them about 1 inch in here. So I just take my ruler here. So it's a bit thick, so I think it's a bit difficult on the scoreboard. So then just press 1 inch here, and also on this side here. So, and I've already done that to the other side here, so then we can start folding it a bit. So this is just to help the cover, so it won't loosen from the cover when we open the book. So you can see how this will fit now. So yeah, and then we fold it to the other side as well. So just to work a bit with it. And here I think I will have use the E6000 again, but I will use some helping glue here so it will hold. So I just take this in the middle here and here. So now this this side is up. I have to make sure that I don't glue it upside down. So then we will take some glue on the edge here. So, and here about. So then we will try to line it up. I think I will bend it the other way here so it's more easy to see where to go. So then we can take the other side. So take this off. What I'll do here. I will try to meet this up here to the end of the score line. It's more easy to do it when it's standing up, I think. So then I take the clip on here. Line it up here. I think I take 2 clips here. One here. So then I will leave this to dry, and in the next part I will show you the inside cover here, and then we will make the outside cover. So I hope this was a bit helpful and that you will give it a try. And if you have any questions, please look below the video. There you will find some information how I answer them. And you will also find the measurements for the cover and so. I've taken some photos of it. So take care everyone and have fun creating. Bye bye.